Stock market is long-term thinking. The current sports car market is about the quick flip. But I will say, I'm just going to let people know, like when I'm collecting cars, I'm long-term thinking. When you see me buy a card in the episode, I'm long-term thinking. I don't buy anything just to have it for 6 weeks and then sell it. I'm thinking about, I do a lot of research, right? And this is what I think is missing. Let's get into this. I think this is missing. Raul, if you tell me to buy a Cooper Cup car, right? And then I go out and I march myself out and I buy a Cooper Cup car. And Cooper Cup is a flop. Let's say I paid $2,000 for the car. This is hypothetical. And Cooper Cup does not do well. What happens then? Am I bitter? Everyone out there, what happens then? Am I bitter? Am I upset? Do I have a problem with this situation now? Has the hobby done me wrong? Or I would ask the question, as the person buying the card, how much research should I put in? Did I look at Cooper Cup over his career? What is my eye test? What does he show me on the field? We can see that this young man has done very well. But so this is just an example. What has his car price? Where have they been in the last 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months? What's the trend on? Where are they going? Am I looking at all this stuff before I make a purchase? I don't know. I think sometimes people may even listen to others or go out and make purchases based upon a little bit of or a small sample of information. Zion is a good example. Is he long or short-term flip? I don't really own any Zion cards. I know people that do, and we've talked about it. And I think it's all going to depend on what kind of player comes back from this injury. Because before this injury, he was averaging 26 points a game. And one would say, well, what if he developed a jump shot? He may do better. But he was playing at a high level, people. Let's not forget who Zion was. He was playing at a very high level. Then he got hurt. And I think what was alarming to people is that he was seen overweight. I think that alarmed people. Then I think people went into this like, what's up with Zion? I think if Zion would have got hurt and still looked like his basketball self and then was out, the market probably would have responded differently to him. Yeah, the current YouTube market, there are a lot of flippers out there. There are a lot of flippers, but there are also there are also YouTubers out there who talk about their PCs, try to give information on what's going on in the hobby. I don't know. Some of them still have large subscriber bases. So just look for those people because they're out there. And you may see more and more of them. So Michael Ham says, I put serious money in GOATs and some in top young players. Now, Michael's speaking my kind of language here, Raul. Like, this is what I do, right?
Yeah.
I'll buy GOAT cards. I'll try to think about who's upcoming, who's coming next.
Right.
Because we all know that Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Ja Morant, all these people are going to retire at some point. Who are the next people coming? And he also says he buys serial numbered or SP cards. I do love ripping, but it's expensive. So I end up breaks. Quick flip is exciting. Long-term hold is boring. And this is the mindset, right? Long-term holding is boring. I've had people tell me that in person. Like, we'll sit and talk. I talk to people all the time, Ro, about the market, what's going on. I don't care who you are. If you do flip, break, if you're an investor, collector, I want to hear from you. I want to see what you're thinking.
Right.
So I start asking a lot of questions. We get into a dialogue. And almost the consensus, people tell me long-term is boring. People ask me, well, how much do you sell? Are you selling for your business? Are you doing? I'm like, no, I buy. And I've been doing this for quite a long time. I probably started back in my 20s.
Yeah.
Like when I bought the LeBron James rookie card, graded BGS 2003 Topps Chrome, right? I had no intentions of selling that card.
Right.
because my eye test told me this guy is different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, LeBron James have we seen coming out 18, 19 years old, averaging 20-some points a game and distributing the ball. And he made Cleveland, I think his first year, they went up 20-some games, better wins than when before he got there. When have you seen that? So my eye appeal told me this is a different guy. Did I know that he was going to get to a position where he may break Kareem's record? No. But I knew he was different than the players I had seen, Chris Webber and places like he was different. Right? So when I see that, I just go down a totally different road that it seems like a lot of people don't go down. I could pull that card out right now. That card is sitting here right now.
That's interesting.
And
yeah,
I was when he came out, what was I? 20 some years old?
yeah. I remember it was in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole media was speculating this guy's going to be the best new thing. And yeah, they were right. This guy definitely has a lot of talent. And I didn't expect him to accomplish as much as he has accomplished. But yeah, there are just some players that, exceed your expectations.
Well,
And
then
anyone,
after that, I remember Sebastian Telfair came out.
mm-hmm.
And everybody, I mean, a lot of people, I can't say everybody.
Right,
A lot of people ran to Sebastian Telfair.
Right.
Because LeBron was doing what he was doing.
Right.
None of us know where Sebastian Telfair is right now.
Yeah. Darko Milicic, remember him?
Mm-hmm. Darko was supposed to be the man.
Yep. What happened?
He got drafted over Wade. He got drafted over Carmelo. It's not happening.
Yep.
So rookie car finance said, yes, I listed a raw Josh Green downtown for 100 and it sold in 5 minutes. That's quick flip. That's a cool card too. Mervin, society wants instant gratification. It does. And every day it wants more and more of that. And that's what the stuff that we talk about that goes into. My mind just doesn't work like that. I've always been like, I do my own thing, man.
Right.
I've never been a follower of people, man. I just never been that person ever since I was a kid. If we were walking home, man, I'll tell you this story. And I was in like 2nd grade. And a bunch of kids said, we're walking this way, right?
Yeah.
I turned and walked that way.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my own thing. I don't get into the follower approach or the I got to do this because somebody else is doing that.
Right.
And then maybe that makes my take different on stuff because I'm like thinking about something for myself. I'll ask you some information on who you're collecting or what you're doing or this, that, and the other, but that's not going to make me go out and buy a card or get into something, Just doesn't do that for me. No one who has ever rediscovered an old, long lost box of cards would say long term is boring. Telling you, there's something there. If you plan yourself right, long term is not boring. It's actually very exciting. At least I think so.